My dad gave me a weird bill. Growing up, I thought my dad was a hero. The type of guy who made dinosaur pancakes at 6 a.m., taught me how to ride my bike while I crashed into the mailbox, and yelled loudest from the stands at every game. He was funny, smart, and good. At family cookouts, he'd always say the same thing. Family sticks together, no matter what. I believed it, like, with my whole heart. Then came the morning everything shattered. I was 18, high on post-grad freedom, figuring out dorms and majors. My siblings had gone to the same state school. Dad paid their way completely. I figured I was next. Instead, I walked into the kitchen and saw my parents sitting across from each other, silent, tense, with a stack of papers between them. Dad didn't say hi. He just pushed a paper toward me, 3 pages long, itemized. Diapers, formula, braces, soccer gear, birthday parties, class trips. Every dollar he'd ever spent on me was listed, totaled at $67,893. At the bottom, circled in red, "That's what I spent raising another man's child," he said. "Your mother just told me the truth. I emptied your college fund. You owe me the rest, or I take you to court." I laughed. It sounded like a messed up joke. It wasn't. After that, I was done being his son. My photos disappeared from the walls. At dinner, he made 3 plates. When Mom tried to set a 4th, he said, "Boarders don't eat with family." He changed the Wi-Fi password, cut me from the phone plan, started timing my showers, and flipped the breaker if I went over. Weekends were suddenly family time, meaning not for me. My brother Mark flipped out once and screamed at him. Dad just looked at him and said, "I have 2 kids. Your mom has 3. I started working nights at a warehouse. My sister Sarah left 20s under my pillow. Mom sent secret Venmo payments. Eventually, Dad changed the locks. I moved in with a coworker. My life was in trash bags. Then Grandpa died. At the will reading, the lawyer said something I'll never forget. To my grandson, whose father tried to erase him, I leave $50,000 for college and access to my safety deposit box. Dad stood up and walked out. At the bank, the box was empty. Statements showed Grandpa saved for my college for years, until I turned 5. That's when the withdrawals started. Mixed in were mortgage papers for a house in Riverside signed by Dad. The same years we were too broke to fix the roof or get me braces. He was paying for a whole other life. I drove to the address. A woman was pushing a toddler on a swing while a boy drew on the driveway with chalk. Then Dad pulled in. The boy ran to him screaming, "Daddy!" He kissed the woman like it was normal. Then he saw me. We locked eyes. He started walking toward me. I drove off. 10 minutes later, I got a text. "That bill disappears if you forget what you just saw." That same night, Sarah called me from downtown, wasted and crying. I picked her up. She admitted she'd been covering for Dad's client dinners for months. He promised to keep paying her tuition if she stayed quiet. She broke down sobbing. When I got home, I had texts from Mom. "He's filing a restraining order. Says you're harassing his client's family. Please, just let it go." Let it go? The man drained my college fund, exiled me from my own home, weaponized my siblings, and ran a secret family while we struggled. But I learned something at the warehouse. Document everything. I started collecting proof. Photos, texts, screenshots, dates. I even noticed that the Netflix profiles at the Riverside house were named after my dead grandparents. I started seeing betrayal in the smallest things. I screwed up a shipment at work. Cost the company money. My manager Roberto covered for me and handed me his cousin's card. "Legal advice, cheap. You need help, man." Next day, Dad posted on Facebook, "Pray for my troubled son." Everyone commented with love and sympathy. I was the unstable, angry outcast now. Mark DM'd me, "I can't defend you. He's paying my tuition. I'm sorry." The bank confirmed Dad emptied the safety deposit box days before Grandpa died. But to get security footage, I'd need a court order. When I left the bank, one of Dad's buddies was parked outside taking pictures. Days later, I was on a neighborhood watch post. "Suspicious vehicle spotted. Be safe, neighbors." Dad commented, "Thanks for looking out." Click the full story to see what happened next.